Selamat datang kembali teman-teman semuanya di channel Game Grace. Dan kali ini guys, aku bakal coba mengajak kalian bermain sebuah game yang tentunya kalian udah gak asing lagi nih guys. Judulnya adalah Red Dead Redemption yang pertama. Nah guys, karena game ini cukup panjang, jadi gue bakal coba membuat gamenya itu atau membuat videonya itu menjadi beberapa part series ya guys. Semoga kalian nggak bosan ya guys ya. Oke, langsung aja gue bakal coba mengajak kalian bermain game Red Dead Redemption yang pertama ini guys. Selamat menyaksikan. Check this out. Oke, ini dia. Ini jawaban kita guys, Pak Arthur. Ini gambaran tahun, gambaran kehidupan tahun abad ke-20 kalau nggak salah guys. Yo man, Arthur. Blackwater Station. Red Dead Redemption guys.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Mereka orang-orang kulit putih itu biasanya mencuri ini guys ya. Mencuri tanah orang-orang India, natives Amerika.
Hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Rasis banget ya zaman dulu ya.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Tanpa kelas.
The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
Bisa membeli suara guys.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Kita udah nyampe nih. Go to the saloon. Oke, salon itu kalau nggak salah tempat ini guys. Bar kayak kalau nggak salah ya. Oke, sebentar. Oh, aku pelajarin dulu guys mekaniknya. Ini gimana nih?
That's it, lady.
Yes.
Hold still.
Sorry. Enggak. Damai. Gokil, baru main gue udah langsung odong aja guys. Harinya gimana? Oh, oke. What's wrong with you, man?
I don't feel too good.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here!
Anjay, aki-aki.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Follow Jack to the horses. Oke, kita bakal coba ngikutin si Jack ini ke kuda, kandang kuda ya? Enggak, bukan.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New York.
Oh, sprint itu ini ya?
Come on.
Yeah,
Take
man.
it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
I take great pleasure in revealing to men that which is most uncertain.
Whoa
Guys, gue
Let's
pelajarin
get going, Mr. Marston. The marshal don't take kindly to that kind of behavior.
Ini sprintnya apa ya?
Slow it up now.
Ain't no
Loh,
time
kok
to be
gue turun?
stretching your legs, mister. We gotta get to the fort. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Come on, Mr. Marston. That ain't how we do things around here.
Bentar guys.
Strange place for a decent fella to want to
Come on,
visit. If you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
Oh,
Been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War.
ikan air.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Ayo, yang kejar-kejaran sama gue. Come close, too close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from
Gue pelanin salah,
Blackwater
gue
Big
kencengin
Bucks asking
salah.
for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
No,
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Mana si Jack nih?
look much like no Blackwater fella.
That's because I ain't.
If I'm being honest, I don't care much for those highfalutin big city types. Not much at all.
Marshall Station.
Blackwater ain't much of a city. More of a town with delusions, but no, me neither. Come on.
Ah, kelamaan Jack.
A fella told me he was out in Blackwater a few months back and saw one of them
jalan kencang,
newfangled
Jack.
carriages without horses.
Is that so?
Hey, you wind him up like a crop. Damnedest thing ye ever saw without the aid of liquor, he told me.
Times are changing fast. That's for sure.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Ini bisa lompat ya, Jack.
Oh,
Oke.
now. Whoa there.
Up your horse next to Jack.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
First Fort Mercer. Oke, kita harus mendekati Fort Mercer.
Come on. Come on.
Yo, man.
Bill!
Bill.
Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody
Galak
needs to
banget.
kill anyone, Bill.
Wih,
You
baru
must think I
datang
was
udah langsung
born
ditodong.
yesterday. You always did think I
Senjata.
was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Do I look like I need saving?
Oh, sombong banget ya.
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Oh. Poor John.
Tembak deh si Arthur. Waduh. Aduh, siapa nih dua orang ini nih? New friends, old problem. Teman baru, masalah yang lama.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
$15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane.
Oh, di Marston juga guys. Gue pikir si Arthur ya.
Well, you may be right, Miss
Beda ya
McFarlane.
guys.
I don't know.
So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he
Long
like?
time ago.
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later, help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Oke, kita keluar dari rumah. Join Bonnie. Oke, kita cari si Bonnie dulu guys. Lewat sini kali ya.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Talk with Bonnie. Fisiknya kuat banget ya guys ya. Habis ditembak loh ini dia.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
I picked out a fine horse for you.
Shit. Naik kuda lagi coy.
Come on then, I'll show you around the property.
Kita mau diajak mana ya?
Yeah.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
But What?
Easy now. Try to keep up, will you? Gee up! That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Oh, oke. It's dulu guys.
Come on, this is the only
Lihat dulu
chance we're
guys ya.
gonna get to
Biar
rest.
kudanya nggak kabur.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
Oke. Mount your house, taiki kudamu.
Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Oke, kita belajar nembak ya guys.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
Rabbit.
Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pot. What the hell?
Sabar, Pak. Ini nggak kena.
Nice shooting.
Agak susah guys ya kalau pakai stick agak susah guys.
That's it. Kill those little vermin.
Kudanya kaget. Gila banyak banget. Kejar gak sih?
Rabbits can be wily little critters. Mount back up. We should check out the rest of the ranch.
Cie.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure. Come on.
Come on. Woi, kecepatan.
Is that a coyote? Get those cats before they
Oh,
scare
dia di
the
bawah coy.
livestock.
Sorry. Active dead eyes.
Ah,
Come on, man. Nggak mau speed. Kok turun? Lo bisa lompat.
Blame Charlie.
Oh, lihat guys.
Come on.
Dead Eyes-nya gimana ya?
Hey. Come on.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
You can sleep in the bed in your room. Except you can. General store, okay. And oh, some people. House. Ini tempat kita guys ya. County. Lari guys sih. Map, ini map guys. Oke. Ini mapnya. Oke, bentar, Dead Eyes-nya gimana guys ya? Oke. Oke, kita bakal ke sini dulu kali ya.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Baik kan.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
Some exotic?
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr.
Orang
Marston.
kota.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Oke guys, naik kuda lagi.
Hello there.
Gas.
Come on, boy.
Yeah.
Oke gas.
On the count of 3.
Hitungan 1,
2,
2,
1,
3.
go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Marston. You got problems with your spurs? Try to keep up, will ya?
Go.
How's it feel getting beaten by a lady?
Let's go.
I have got you now! You're not as bad as I thought you'd be! Look at that male
Come on. Would you like me to slow down?
I thought you said you could ride!
Yeah.
Come on, boy! You ain't getting away that easily!
How you doing back there? Come on. Come
Ayo
on.
jangan berhenti.
Should I wait for you to catch up? Let's go. Are you saving the best for last?
Ayam.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Oke. Oke guys, kita bakal coba melanjutkan kembali.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Oke, lewat mana nih? Sini guys.
What exactly are you waiting for?
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
I think we best stick to the road. A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not.
Sorry.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Ayo kuda. Wah, jurang guys.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fell in laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
Go way back.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
How well do you know New Austin?
I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The last real outlaw country. Where the old ways still hold true. Do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. Do a man right, well, he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong there.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized drivel out of? Those days are long gone, if they were ever here at all. According to Paul, those days were just people shooting each other because they lost the cards. We'll be lucky if our ranch survives another 5 years. Businessmen are the new cowboys. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Oke guys, segitu dulu untuk video kali ini. Terima kasih buat kalian yang sudah menonton video ini sampai habis. Next, gue bakal coba melanjutkan kembali game Red Dead Redemption yang pertama ini guys. Oke, kalau kalian suka dengan videonya jangan lupa untuk subscribe, like, dan komen ya. Sampai ketemu di next video. Bye-bye.